Welcome back to MXC, where we have a new contract. Number of dinosaurs in the collection seems good. Currently hatching out the Huangosaur eggs anyway.
That's why I want you to really go over the
There we go. So, these were 3, so we might have too many Huangosaurs. I'll probably, in the interest of the contract, I'll probably try to let them be.
Material on this latest
See if we can swing all 5 just a little, you know, just as a little crowded.
More dinosaurs means more potential problems we have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, because if we hatch... Well, this only... Oh, no, I think those have already been counted, I think. This was definitely not 110 before. It's like 107 or something. Yeah, so the Chunk Kings will finish this. And how long do those take? Those are 2 minutes 48 seconds. Power's almost completed. So I think... What we said before about power, we were talking about waiting for a storm to switch it over, I think. I think that still makes sense. As it stands now, the park is basically fine. Oh, yeah, we had fossils we could have been processing here, I guess. I had a geneticist that was just sitting on standby doing nothing while that was happening. Let's put you on this task, though. Okay, so Gigant should be done, it looks like. I don't remember if I had anything else immediately planned to bring in here. Let's take a quick spin through. We've got some different things available. I'm just not sure. I haven't, like, vetted any of these for, like, viability, basically. Cerato's probably pretty good. But, I don't know. I think we'll hold off on anything else there. We could do some research. Where are we at on the genetics? Ah, I remember what we need to do. We need to do staff upgrades, right? In order to unlock more genetics. But we're blocked on doing that by logistics. We need all 3 logistics staff. Yeah, so since we started fossils with the logistics guy, we can't do anything right now. So we'll let those fossils process, and then we'll get the staff training done.
Asset transportation in progress.
Are these Huangos coming down? Let's see how bad this is going to be. Okay, so comfort is currently bad. Going better. Their territory is pretty small. So,
Assets in the air.
hopefully the positioning, dropping these in a semicircle on the fringe here,
Asset delivery.
buys us some more time by expanding their territory out a bit. The unfortunate thing is it really doesn't expand that much, does it? Well, they have way more ground leaf than they actually need. So that was probably the Gigants that needed all that ground leaf. So we can probably actually just swing 5 of these. Until the Gigants are back in. Like, there's no reason not to use all these. Okay, dinosaur ready to release, so let's get these guys. So these Chunk Kings are going in where the other group was. Yeah, I think there's just the 2 left here, maybe. So we'll just spread those on the fringes of the territory as well. And then, yeah, let's get these guys fully sorted. I'm missing still just a little bit of open space. Okay. Well, that looked like that was pretty marginal, huh, on everything. That's, like, pixel perfect. And then what else do we have in here? So we had Pachycephalosaurs. Pachycephalosaurs are fine. We can put a ton more of those. And I'm sure the Struthies are fine, because they don't ever care about nothing. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, everybody else is okay here as it stands. And currently this enclosure supports a lot more Pachycephalosaurs. So we'll leave it be for now. We can reevaluate it when we get the Gigants. There's no dead Struth. Sorry, why did my power collapse? Oh, we had a sabotage. It just never fucking... I never saw it. Oops. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to see where the Jeeps were. The whole fucking park is out of power, basically. So there's one there. Where's the other Jeep? Shit. Oh, you're way over there. Oh, fuck. We really do need to get more Jeeps in here. Stop. Stay by the Jeep, damn it. Like without, with just 2 Jeeps, this is like really, there's a lot of labor for these 2 Jeeps. They're really not staying on top of things. But we can't support more Jeeps until we get more power. Like, that's all interconnected. How long has my park been bleeding here, I wonder? What the fuck? Come on, drive, guy. Park is losing money. Alright, should be good.
Transportation underway.
Is that another corpse? No, that one's the one that's being airlifted. Okay, and fossils are back. So let's queue up the research. We're going to you. We're doing scientist training. 755. Begin. And then you can take a break. And that leaves us with the geneticist here, who can finish up the gigant fossils and then probably synth them afterwards. Alright, and that is completed. Yes, 93 and 7. Okay, well, there we go. That'll be 6 minutes, 4 minutes, and 2 minutes. Also, growing the collection is still going. Great, okay, so I fucking can't find the injury. Fantastic. I don't know why that's a thing anymore. Over here. What's going on? Oh, we have a Coelophysis? Okay, it's, Coelophysis is broke from the pack. Somehow. Who knows how? It's all a mystery. Everything is a mystery in this game. Nothing makes sense. I will never not be deeply annoyed by this. By how when a dinosaur breaks from the herd, its first instinct, its artificial AI, immediately just makes it attack a fence. Instead of it attempting to find friends ever, it's very artificial feeling. Like, this was a problem in the first game too, where like the fences would go down, and you just have the dinosaur AI would like instantly detect people 1,000 miles away through an infinitely difficult maze, run the maze perfectly to get to the person to kill them. Like, it was so artificial. Where it's better in this game, it's a little less artificial, but like it could be so much better. Just make dinosaurs behave differently. Like, make them behave like real animals. Here's what we're looking at for the Gigants. We're looking at thirsty, short-lived, antisocial, fussy. So only a few of those are an issue. Min pop is 2, so we'd probably want at least 3. So we'll probably shoot for like 3 Gigants, get them into the pen, and then evaluate the needs. Basically, we'll be comparing the Huangos to the Gigants and try to find like a good balance between the two. I think these guys, if I'm not mistaken, can be solitary. Which is really interesting. It's really weird. Another comparison to the first game. The Stegosaurids were like insanely social. Obviously not like Huangosaurus, because that was like the first island, but a lot of them were very social. And here it feels like that's kind of been stripped away from them, which is just a little weird. That's not true of Stegosaurus. That one's still pretty social, but like... But yeah, like Chungking I think was a base 2 social. Huango was probably 1, but maybe that was a base 2 even. But then like Gigant I think was like 4. So it's just weird to me to go to the point where like the majority of the Stegosaurids are social of like 2 or 1. Anyway, let's get the storm dealt with here. So, and I haven't really looked at the ratings today, so I should check that. So 100% on the amenities, no config issues. We definitely have unutilized capacity, at least in the front section of the park, and that was the big thing from like last time we were working on. Yeah, I'm seeing a few here that are at like 120 out of 180, but that's not bad. So this back section is in pretty good shape. Oh, and before the storm rolls in, what are the Chunkings doing? They are missing ground fruit. Good thing we checked. That actually is a significant threat. Okay, so get them into comfort. Comfortable territory, 90%, 90%. That's everything in this pen, right? This pen is like kind of oddly large for what's in it. But it's working. Like, that's the weird thing. Like, this pen It has like less creatures than this pen over here, but it's been more stable and working out a little bit better. Quirky. How are you lonely? That must be the one just got airlifted in? Probably. Alright, he's merged in. He'll be happy. It'll just take a moment to kick in. You have probably... Oh, no, not... That's treatable. So let's make sure we queue that treatment up right away. We've lost a substation. So we'll queue that up. Now, what else has been hit here? Ranger Team 4. And we should get our... Okay, so we got damage to a gate. We got that damage. And then that's all we can queue up because he is burdened with a lot of tasks. Let's get our power sorted out. So if we go... Yeah, we have to delete to build. Disease. Got it on the Pachycephalosaurs too. Let's grab the other medical team if they're here. They should be rolling out, right? Yeah, both medical teams are in the field. So the other one must be swinging over here. I don't see it though. Medicating Para. Medicating Pachycephalosaurus. No, he's oh, he was... Oh, I think... The Coelophysis had a sprain. He was queued up to deal with the sprain, so that's... He's coming back from the far enclosure from the sprain to go into here and heal the Pachycephalosaurus. So it would have been better to switch their jobs, but they're both over here now, so I'm not going to bother changing it up. It's fine. Oh, and I want to check the damage down here. So this Jeep, yeah, he just got the repair job there done. So hotel, and then we can sick him on something else. So far, well, the gate can be... Well, no, we'll put him on the gate. That's fine. Go do it. Okay, we got an injury. We got a corpse. Okay, old age Hwango. Who is injured? Because injury implies attacking a fence. Although it might just be like storm abrasions, and of course it doesn't show up. Goddamn map. Okay, you're heading over here for a para. You can medicate that. And that. And that. Great, stay over there for a while, I guess. And then the other one is... Yeah, already got the job set down here. We have another damaged gate. Alright, why don't we just keep him down there? Forget that gate. Get this one. And then you... Currently are going to go do that restroom, but let's get this gate first, and then this room. Okay, generator, still not deleted. This takes a long time to go. These storms are pretty mean here. Not gonna lie. Okay. Large power. So. With luck, this one, perhaps, can swing mostly... Can power like most of the park, maybe? And then we'll be able to replace the other one later. Oh, that should be small path, because we're using small path. Great. Did that? Okay, I thought it was elevated or something weird, but no, it's fine. You can go grab that. Come on, guy. Come on. Okay, well, let's pause here and double check everything else that's happening. All right, So, medical team, medicating Herrerasaurus, and then we have to come back and medicate another you. Do you. Yeah, I guess just wait. Okay, well, disease is spreading rampant in a multitude of pens. The power is still out because the other one is rebuilding, but that has mostly cut off the fences, so we can deal with that. You are at base. You have returned completely to base. Okay. That should be fine. I need you... Why don't you go get me status info on everybody? Okay. And then while that's all going on, let's get these eggs sorted. Fussy Nocturnal, Fussy, and Fussy Thirsty. So 2 Gigants. That's enough to start with. So we can get those. We can put you into nap mode. And then when the geneticist is back, we can do the research for sauropods. I want to push out probably... I think I'm just going to try for Brachy. It's going to be rough, but we only really need one. And then we'll do Diplodocus, or Diplodocus, or whatever. However you fucking pronounce it. I never remember. And that should be fine. We can probably just go ahead and close the shelters. We might as well make some money while we're here. And then you are still getting to the bathroom. Why? Because you had to go all the way around the mountain. That's awful. Okay. And then let's check the medical teams. So we had one that was going down here. That one appears to have completed all of its tasks. So I'm going to have you pick up the slack here. So grab one of those, grab one of these, and I guess we'll just queue up some of this in case they make it here to help. Might as well. Okay, herd check. Styrax good. Yeah, everything else is doing okay. It's not too bad. Okay, great. How long till this is done? 1.5 minutes. That's rough. So, I mean, that was the best we could do for replacing the power generator. Like, we were never going to get a better window opportunity than during the storm to do that. We're still profitable here, so it's not bad. Potentially a good time for a sabotage strike, actually, because, like, the park is half out of power anyway, so might as well just get nailed. The other thing we could have done is we could have just deleted the backup generator, but... I want to keep it, so we'd be deleting it and just rebuilding it, so we'd be... I mean, maybe that'd be fine. I don't know. It might have been better. To be fair, I expected a little bit more of getting the replacement in a better time frame than we did. Okay, so that's there. So the intention here is to put in a pen back here somewhere. I want to get another ranger team right now. Thinking in here somewhere, but it's doesn't seem like we can quite fit it. So maybe I just put it in the strip mall section back there. We could just start replacing some of these with mediums or larges in the future. Sure, I'm just gonna do this. It's fine. As good as anything. Oh, I could have slid it down more. You know what? I think that would have been a good idea. Okay, yeah, we're gonna let that build. We're gonna move it slightly down further. Okay, well, that's hilarious, actually. That's a really funny, cheeky thing you just did there, friends.
This may be an accident.
Come on.
Or this
Come
may
on.
be something more nefarious. But
This
either
way.
way, we've lost power and we need it back. ASAP.
So this is the fuck out of here, medical team. Piss off. This is the 3rd power outage today. And that's insane. It's almost like we're playing an insane challenge mode. Almost as insane as these vehicle physics, fishtailing for no good reason. Alright, There's that. Okay, so. Okay, the last disease treatment happened as well, so that's fun. So, let's grab this dude. You move down. We're gonna put it somewhere where it's still flat, but just not all the way forward. Can you not snap to the bathroom? That'd be great. Like, why would I want to snap to the back of the bathroom? Very strange. Okay, so we do that there, and then we'll put the power pylon back here. It's a nice, good corner for it where, like, nothing else can go, even though we'd have to, like, maneuver the power pylon here in a decent direction. I think we'll just do that for now. We'll just swing it through here and meet up there. Alright. It's a little weird having this branch here, but it's fine. In theory, we probably want to have like another connection swinging around. Although it doesn't seem like the sandstorms ever damage the power pylons. It damages the stations, but it doesn't seem to actually damage the individual like pylon. How is there one tile? Oh, because the reboot. I understand. Okay, great. And then I want to do the Rangers differently, so let's grab Ranger Team 3, 4. Let's just reset all these. Okay, so Ranger Team 3, you would take just this one. Ranger Team 4, you can administer the Carnotaurs and this enclosure, I think. Is there not a ranger station here? Oh, he's assigned to everything. Wait. Okay, we'll just do it manually. I'm deeply confused by I'm like on a different part of the UI somehow. I don't know. I don't know what I did. So there's like clearly different task selection things here. Hold on. Ranger Team 4. Okay, so if you go here, you can trash it. But once you've clicked add task, there's no way to directly remove it. That's what I did. So I did the first one, I cleared the tasks and then added. The second one, I went and clicked add, and then I was just befuddled by the difference in the UI there, apparently. And then we're going to send one of the ranger teams administering the Herrerasaurs in this pen, and then the other one will be for the future, for the pen down here, which we can build now. We can get the Coelophysis in there. Also, all our dudes are back. So, back from rest. Sauropods. We're looking at 12 genetics. Currently we have 10 on 2. So let's just go ahead and make you a 9. 9 is a magic number in this game anyway, so having a 9 and a 3 is a good combo. 1 for fossils, 1 for breeding or research. So they do that. We have enough to do some other... Yeah, I think large amenities and large amenity modules is worth knocking out. So we'll do that on them in the meantime. Okay, and these ranger teams are ready to go, so we'll just grab 7 on the Herreras. Excuse me. On the Herreras. Third tries the charm on that ranger post and this ranger post. And then, just to be careful, yeah, everything looks like it's still good there. Okay. Chunkings, or the Gigants, I mean, are in 27 seconds. So we'll get them. And then there's this. So, a little bit of crowding down here, apparently. I guess because it's like the one singular path to the gyrosphere here. I mean, we can do a little wedge thing here, and at least make this one a little bit. Okay. Can you not? Yeah, there we go. Nice symmetric wedge. But this one, a wedge doesn't make any sense because of the path being here like this. We might be able to do one of these, and just, yeah, it takes a little bit of stress off the path network there. I don't mind this little plaza wedge thing going on here. We could move the shelter. I wonder if we put the shelter, like we could maybe build a path coming off this to this. I'm just, you know what, it doesn't matter. I posted on Reddit somebody's question about overcrowding. And I said if it's yellow, like, don't worry that much about it. It doesn't matter that much. And I stand by that, so let's not worry about it. So I don't think we could fit anything significant back here. So let's break from this pattern. Let's just do a path coming up here, and then we'll do a path maybe coming over here somewhere, and then one that comes down in here next to the ranger team. And that's all the remaining space we're going to give ourselves for this visitor area. So if we put in viewing galleries here for this new Coelophysis Utyrannus exhibit we're going to be making and working on. Also, I think, do we need to do the research for Utyrannus still? Probably. We can get this set up at least. So we'll do one of these. Oh, shit. We should do a viewing gallery because these are harder to place. So we'll do one of you here. Yes. Let's delete that. We'll put the fence in first because these have the wider hitbox, so they need to be built first if you're going to build a flat fence section for both of them. And I temporarily had a moment of insanity and forgot that. So, yeah. Okay, so a nice little thing like that. This comes across to probably just about here. I would say perfect. Look at how perfect that is. Jeez. Unbelievable. Oh, we need to get the gate in too. Something about like that's probably right. If I go and build this, we should see the shadow of the other one. Yeah, so the border's right there. That little corner is probably going to be out of view. And then we have nowhere for a gate, actually, with the way we built this. I think we do this. I think we go delete you. We put this little extra fence section in here, actually. We push just like way over here. That's too far over, apparently. Just so that we can get enough space for the gate to go in between the two viewing galleries. I think that'll be a good idea. Hey! Oh, that's outside of the building area. I was like, why is it not accepting my my button press? Because it literally is wrong. Carry on. It's a little weird, isn't it? It's just a little weird. It'll work eventually. Just do one of these, do one of these. That's a little bit more of a general arc there. What a weird, almost like anvil-shaped enclosure, but it's fine. Okay, third time's the charm on the viewing gallery. So we put it all the way down here. We want to make sure it doesn't go up on the mountainside there. Kinda, you know, we might not have actually flattened this. I'm just kind of hoping it's all flat anyway. It looks like it is. You know what? Maybe we did flatten it. These hillsides here are pretty steep. Okay, can we get this in here? Perfect. Okay, cool. So gate there. Can we do the double gate forward of that? Sorta. Is that? I mean, that looks straight, actually. That's kind of surprising to me that just kind of worked. All right, there's our nice little double gate. That's a really nice little setup here with the double viewing thing and the gate like right in front of it. Slightly crooked, but all of these gates are. Okay, hatchery 1 ready to go. Let's do that. We'll make sure we get the Stegosaurus settled before we move the Coelophysis over. Because the Coelophysis right now are a bit of a menace, but they're not gonna tear the whole park apart. Whereas these new friends here might. I'll delete that little nub. Okie dokie. So we need water in here. We'll just put a nice central lake. Also, really hoping the Utyrannus don't panic the Coelophysis, which I'm not sure if that's actually going to work. Because of the same things I've discussed before about how the Coelophysis retains behaviors from its legacy as a legitimate carnivore, not a scavenger. If we get the Utyrannus and the Utyrannus panics the Coelophysis, we're going to have to find them once more another home without ornithomimosaurs or hadrosaurs. Maybe we... Yeah, honestly, it's just going to have to be a different pen somewhere. We could start a new herbivore pen for them, I guess. Or we can move the galleys or the struthies into an entirely separate enclosure. We don't have any notosaurs anymore. We need to bring notosaurus back in too. I forgot about that. Yeah, well, anyway, I suppose the other option would be to put him into this pen, which would be, we have to get rid of the Gallimimuses, and you guys eat ground leaf. I'm sure we have other ground leaf pens we can play with. I mean, these guys are ground leaf. What was stopping us from just putting them in here? Nothing. I think I just thematically didn't want them in the same pen because all the ornithomimosaurids being together looks lame. Well, whatever. One thing at a time. So the research is ongoing. We never did Utyrannus yet, right? Where is it? Ah, here. Yeah, so we'll do that next with the geneticists. We can start digging up the sauropods. Then we can get the Utyrannus as well. Honestly, I feel like the sauropods and the Utyrannus is going to go a long way towards getting us a higher star rating here. Like, quite a long ways. Power... Okay, that's just because the fence sections, yeah, are built in a way where they sever power from each other for a bit. A big deal. Okay, let's check those gigants. The first one should be down. Lonely. Ground leaf is not yet met. We had a Hoango die, right? We're back down to 4. Correct. So let's add more ground leaf back in here. Just to the point where we fill up its open space meter. Because we know the gigants need a bunch. There we go. Okay, second one coming in. Alright, second gigant. So, that's a pretty healthy amount of ground leaf now with the expanded territory too. So, 35 seconds on sauropods. Growing the collection never finished. Oh, we had deaths in the meantime. Of course we did. Can we sneak in some struthies? No. 30 seconds. We'll sneak in struthies after this is done. We lost it on the bonus, but we definitely want to get a new contract right away too. So, all right. So let's sneak in the struthies. We'll do the 9. We said skittish was not lifespan reduction, I'm pretty sure. I'm confident of that. Okay. And then, let's get the other stuff. So, we want the Utyrannus research. Bertosaurus, Megalosaurus, and UT. So you guys do that. And then let's get started on maybe Diplo. And we're going to leave the galleys where they are for now. But we are... So I think we'll test. We'll test out if the Utyrannus and the Coelophysis have panic issues. And go from there. Like, if the Coelophysis are actually chill, then who cares? Basically. Shit. We need to get these guys on the ground quick. Because we just had another death. Oh, it finished. Okay. Woo! New contract.
Right rather than have the blood of getting it wrong. It's good to know you're with me on this.
Okay. I hate that their dialogue has to finish before we can get the new one. The new contract, tickets, tour, or fight. We'll do the tour.
Look,
We can easily slap it down and delete it, so let's just grab that real quick. I guess it goes over to here. Weird that that could be that sharp. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Okay, so the Gigants are good. Everything over there is good. Let's get the Seal of Physis moved out of here. Let's begin the process of doing that. Seal of Physis. Soul of Physis. We should probably get more Paras and Styrax too to deal with the herd issues.
Guests are repeat customers. Let's keep them as comfortable as possible.
Capture Team 2 can also get in on this. There's probably, what, like a dozen? Well, maybe not a dozen, like 9 or 10 Seal of Physis. We can ascertain where they are not by looking for the chill parasaurs. The problem is there's also a billion Dracos in here. And they're about the same size. How funny is it that the Dracos don't panic, but the Paras do? It's a bit silly.
Assets in the air.
There's one.
That roar you hear isn't a T-Rex, but a cheer for your dedication and hard work in completing.
Okay, let's pause. Let's clear out the tour before I forget about it. We're just running this over here for no reason. Also, super curious. Are we... Yes, no power on the backup generator. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Okay. Okay. So why don't I deal with the Seal of Physis myself? In the meantime, we'll wait for the research to finish. We'll work on the sauropods. I'd like to get one of the sauropods out today if possible. So we'll try and rush down. Now that the current, you know, cohab crisis and everything, power, all of that is dealt with. We can go pause for a bit. All right, fossils. We got Diplo, we got Brocky. Let's do maybe Diplo first. Although the priority is not hugely important here. So we've got 2 staff going on break, leaves us with just a 5 actually. Wonder if we could even dig. I wonder, Yudi might be cheap. Okay, Yudi's a 4, so let's do a Yudi dig with this person, that's fine. Awkwardly pivoting over to a different thing entirely, but that's fine. I think our backup plan, if the Seal of Physis are actually a problem, is to probably cut this pen section up and just add a separate little pen over here for like only Styrac and fucking Seal of Physis, maybe. Because right now I just watched a Jeep go over here to status check and just startle a Styrac all the way over here. Like, it panicked and just made a straight line running into the middle of fucking nowhere. And that's, bullshit. We got a Notosaurus egg hatch successfully. It's,
like an Indoraptor with glasses.
Oh, and a free contract, too, there. Because visibility was weird. This is a antisocial Notosaurus, but I think we could still probably fit more than one in there. And, apparently our food is poisoned. Yep. No, you get in there. Ranger Team 8, you get in there. And is that it? That appears to maybe be it. Alright, that's fine. How are you guys doing? Not separating out. Good. I can't help but notice another Styrac that is in a dumb spot. That didn't take very long, did it? Alright. Can we just section off these Styracs? These are fiber eaters, and like nobody else eats fiber, right? Leaf and nut. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna section off the Styrac pen preemptively. It's fine. We're trying for more Gigants and Dryosaurs in the meantime while we wait for fossils to come in. Alright, we've got a single fussy... How is this feeder re-tainted? It was literally just announced as clean. What are you talking about? Well, anyway, do that. Like, it was sabotaged and then it just got retainted. We got one tolerant social fussy Dryosaurus that is being deployed right now. Let's work on not the UD fossils right now, maybe. Although maybe I should just get the UD in the park, huh? You know what? Should we just do the UD? Nah, we'll do the sauropods. We'll do the original plan. Diplo. It's been a long time since we've had a Diplo in a park. I like Diplo. I think it's cool. So we're doing that. It could definitely use better skins in this game. Yeah, and then in addition to the one Dryosaurus, we did get 2 more Gigants. So we'll try 4 Gigant eggs. We just had another Huangosaurus die, so that should be perfectly fine. Do 4 Gigants and like, what, 3 Huangos then? I think. 1, 2, 3? Yeah.
Asset transit.
Seems fine. Fossils, we got some feathers. We got Salmonella outbreak, which is the first time Salmonella's popped up, so we had to actually do the research. And I had all my staff busy doing other vital things in the park, so that kind of sucked. But we're fine. We're not going to have the Carno die. These are the Carnotaurs. We're not going to have one die, so it's not going to matter that they got super sick. It'll be fine. We also picked up a contract to clear all the disease in the park for $1,000 million, so that was great. It's like 9,000 or 8,000 or something. Yeah, and then let's keep digging. So more Diplo. Let's go over here. Yeah, we'll team up the 2 of you. It'll speed it up that way. And then we still have the geneticist on standby. I'm thinking... What am I thinking here? What do we want? It's like a la carte. You gotta like look through everything and think about which things you really want to get. This might be... I mean, we could try for another Notosaurus, but the Notosaurus, like, 1 egg over and over again, mediocre. Like, maybe just have 1 Notosaurus and call it a fucking day. Maybe Pachycephalosaurs, because these are social. They will die at some point, and it will matter. We only got 5, so we can definitely have more. We'll try that. What do we got? Fussy, sickly, fussy defensive, and docile. Well, an egg's an egg. At least 1.
I knew I picked the right person for the job.
Asset being transported.
Alright, we'll check out those Gigants in a second, maybe. Well, I'll check them out. We got a minute on the dig, so we might as well get this amber cleared out and clear out just like a UD amber. In the meantime, that's probably fine. Yeah, let's use Speedy. This will be faster. And then we can use the other guy on the inferior one after that. The Gigants are on the ground. They're perfectly content. We didn't have to do anything to adjust the territory. It's just good. And then we actually managed to get 2 viable Notosaurus eggs as well. I'm going to go for the Pachycephalosaurus first, I think. We'll get that one out. And then we'll do the 2 Notosaurs, which are fussy defensive and fussy defensive antisocial. If the Notosaurs end up being a problem with having 3 because of the antisocial, we'll deal with that. But I don't think it should be an issue because, like, yeah, look at the meter. I don't think it matters if these guys are antisocial if there's just 3 of them in a pen. And birds and rhenium and Diplo fossils for days. Cool, great. Let's do another dig. Okay, it looks like we just have the 1 dig site left for Brock. Or, I mean, for Diplo, so let's just do another dig there. Which is also a Brocky dig site, which is why I said Brock, because me dumb. Okay, and then what do we got? Besides corpses, apparently. Diplo. 18 and 69. Sure, we'll do those 2. Yeah, you do this, then the other guy will be around. Okay, the Chasmos, we've had that's the second Chasmo we've had die off, but we have like 8 or something, so it's not a big deal. That is a Dryo that died, but we just replaced one of those, so that's not critical at this point. I think the Dryos have a pretty good staggered lifespan where
Transit has commenced.
they aren't all like the same age, so it should be okay. We're getting a lot of like solitary egg hatches. So we're getting a lot of dinosaurs that at least aren't dying in like big batches where it's just perpetual die-off of 1 and 2 here and there. Like the Struthies are like that. We got how many of these guys even left anymore? Only 8, down to 8 Struthies. And then the galleys also like 13. 13's pretty good. Ranger Team 7 can't get to where it's trying to go. Are you sure? Liars. Liars. Well, we didn't find the Diplo we needed. We found some bird footprints, but yeah, there's just a ton of Brachy and not the rest of the Diplo genome. So wherever that is, it's a mystery to me. Brachy, Diplo. This will be our big geneticist who needs a break after that, so that's fine. Like, we're not even ready to clone this. Yeah, so it looks to me like we just need to clear out this dig site. We just got to keep going back. It's a little unfortunate with it being an 8 logistics and everything, but it should be fine. Random damage shelters event. So one thing we can do is you can open up the tasks list in the UI, which is useful because you can see that we have one guy currently resting. Fossil extraction ongoing. We know this person's exhausted, and we have the expedition, and we can remember that these guys are at like 4 pips probably after this mission. So I think exhausting the scientist here doesn't really matter that much. I'm super curious about resting. Yeah, so it looks to me like it's possible that this guy is going to come back at 4 out of 5. But these guys didn't change. That's really weird. I mean, clearly this guy got exhausted, but, like, whatever. Huh. Oh, right as the storm hit. That's why the shelters were damaged. Well, shit. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to that. I went ahead and shut down 3 of the small amenities in here. Because they were not providing. I kind of was under the impression that they were going to go positive when we got reestablished with like Notosaurus. We got Gigant back in the park, but that's not true. This is, I imagine, probably down to, you know, I don't know. Oh, we were sabotaged. You know what? This might not be correct. You know, I'll deal with that later. Let's deal with this storm. Silicosis doesn't matter. Structure damaged. What is it? Doesn't matter. Actually, with the double ranger teams, do storms even matter that much anymore? Maybe not. Yeah, let's start cutting out storms unless they're significantly dangerous. Unless something bad happens. Yeah, so we can confirm that Alvarez did end his rest with 4 pips of exhaustion already. Little unfortunate. And we have our fossils due in 1:30. I'm going to go ahead. Which scientist was available? Yeah, so you're resting. How long? 4 minutes. Yeah, no, we don't process these yet. We want, ideally we'll have Diplo done when he gets back from his break. And he'll be ready to hatch. Let's see what we got here. Diplo, Diplo, Diplo. So that completes it, but it's not... Yeah, it's got to be 2 batches. So we do him on the first, our main geneticist on the second, and then they can do the synth afterwards. Okay, Diplo is ready. We got 25% thirsty, 25% large appetite. So, min pop is 2 as well. But the eggs might be only getting 1 at a time. So we might struggle here a little bit to get good eggs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut until we get 2 viable Diplo eggs. Either from 1 clutch or 2 separate clutches. This shit right here. How in the fuck? Breakout target found. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're in a map border, dipshit. You can't go anywhere. Herreras don't climb fences, do they?
Acknowledging asset collection request.
I'm sure he phased through the fence. And then it decided a breakout target was found, right? Nearby food, guests, and dinosaurs. Yeah, so the breakout target's the feeder, right? That's it. He phased through the fence, so he wants to get back in to get to the feeder, probably. I'm assuming that's what it is. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I guess we'll see. Like, yeah, because like we'd have a breakout target somewhere else if there actually was a legitimate issue, and he like climbed over the fence. So it just bugged. These Diplo eggs are garbage, but interestingly, we got one that's not fussy. I feel like this is the first time we've seen a dinosaur that isn't guaranteed fussy. So maybe sauropods are a chance at fussy and the smaller herbivores are all guaranteed. It's really weird. Scramble those eggs though, because they're not any good. Get started. Out of curiosity, 18 species. Diplo and Brocchi and Yudi gets us to 21. Sinosauropteryx is 22. That's a pretty hefty amount of dinos. I don't think we'll hit 30.
Ask some.
Of course, we get the best contract in the game when we're in the middle of synthesizing Diplos and taking up both hatchery slots. We probably lose out on the 225 bonus here. I can't see us pulling that off. Okay, well, we got 3 Diplodocus out of 2 clutches. 3 clutches, 3 eggs, but the first clutch was completely bad, so that's pretty good. A nocturnal Diplo is really weird. Unexpected. But it's going to be 4 minutes till this one's cleared. And then, yeah, if we want to hatch those eggs, we'd have to release it. We could release it directly into this enclosure, sedate it. I think that's the play. And then try to do the other ones. We still have 4 minutes to pull that off. Territory size of 22. Struthy would be the quickest and cheapest. But these are only 8, so that'd be like multiple clutches. That's not going to happen. We just lost a Gallimimus. So that's not going to happen either if they're dying of old age. So I think it's the Dracos, because the Dracos are the ones that are most populous right now. So we'll have to keep pushing those out if we want to do the mission. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Commencing asset transit.
So that means we do the batch of Dracos when this Diplo is done before we hatch the other Diplo eggs. All right, well, let's kick this guy out of the nest. We can watch this. It's been a while since we've seen a hatchery release animation. There he is, Diplo. Not super exciting. I mean, it's a really cool sauropod IRL. In-game, it's a little underwhelming. I still like it, but I liked it more in the first game. He's still working on getting out of the way, so we can't do the thing yet. If you would get your fat ass out of the hatchery, please. That'd be great. 4 minutes. Time is ticking away, man. You're so slow. You're so slow. Can we... No, Draco is not one welfare, I don't think. I don't think we can hatch those eggs at the same time. Let's do the Dracos. Yeah, on the 3 guy here.
Another massive animal.
So that's 15
the
seconds.
Diplodocus was once considered the longest animal that ever lived. And now, thanks to our extensive research...
Okay, and then these guys. So that's a bunch of eggs. Fussy, social, docile. Thirsty, bad, thirsty, bad. Fussy, social, docile. Fussy, social, fussy. Okay, 4. We need only 3. Great. Can you get out of my way now? No. No, you cannot. Fuck. Is that a 2? Do we think that's a 2? Looks like it's a 2. Okay. So we can do this. Just barely. It's gross, but it does work. Then we can pop over here to fossils if we want. Some silver, and we could maybe, just maybe, do some Brocchi. 85 or 83 and 15. So this might be it. So you'll need to rest afterwards. We'll have the other, you know what, just do it. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it looks to me like that's probably it. Yeah, Brocchi's done. So we get Brocchi after the Diplos are out. 3 Diplos is enough to start the herd out. And then we can go back to working on Utah and Sinosauropteryx.
My task is to make sure we learn
You
everything
eat.
we can about this dinosaur.
Tall
Your task
fruit.
is making sure these magnificent creatures
Splat.
can survive in the modern world.
The ragdolling is always fun. All right, 20 seconds on the Dracorexes, 6 minutes on the Diplos. We'll pop these guys out real quick. And make sure that contract actually completes successfully.
Asset.
How are the Kamaras doing? 77. So yeah, like our big ticket stuff is really not that old. The Apato's getting close, and like the Carnotaurs somewhat.
Asset
But
transportation in
I'm
progress.
hopeful that we can get out both of the Sauropods and the Uteranus before we need to replace any of the other big ticket stuff. May not quite work out that way, but maybe.
Transportation underway.
We're not gonna get the bonus. It's not happening. There's no way they get all the way across the park and released in a minute. That's okay. This is still worth quite a bit of money even without the bonus. It sucks because we actually are losing a lot of money now.
Asset
We're down to
transportation
25
in
mil
progress.
from like 30 something before. Profit margins are diminishing, which is concerning. The protests that happen really don't help with shit. Currently not protested. Currently dinosaur welfare, and then we're just missing slivers of amenities here that are probably in the front of the park. Last I checked, we were down very slightly up here.
En route to pick up the
So it's
asset.
likely that there's just tiny gaps in coverage because these buildings are all stacked full. We're not going to plug those gaps. We're just going to leave that alone
Delivery
because it's just not worth it. Like, we couldn't get anything in there to make it that much better. Well, okay. 20 on the ground, so they're landing, so we'll have the contract done. It'll be fine. All right, we got Diplos in the park. 3 of them. They are pretty content. Looks like we can easily add more. What is the current alpha's genetics? Okay, well, it doesn't matter because they're all just fussy and one is nocturnal. I thought we had antisocial on these guys, maybe, which wouldn't really make that much sense for a sauropod, and definitely not for Diplo, but it was possible that it could have been a thing. But it's not. Everything's fine. We have fence sabotage, but that's also pretty inconsequential. Queue up another one. Did that just say unreachable by vehicle? You know what? Let's not worry about it. Yeah, it did, because he's dumb. He's just dumb. It's not unreachable by vehicle. He's just not a very smart boy. Really? There's a gate, and it's right here. I guess I'll have to do this one manually. Whatever. Let's wrap this episode up here and finish one of these episodes barely under an hour. So until next time when we get the Bracky.